What up, everyone? So there's a state of play about to happen where PlayStation is going to be giving us more details on The Last of Us Part 2. Everyone's been waiting to see more of the game, but not too much because we don't want to spoil the story, of course. So it's about to get started. So let's just hope it's going to be good. I don't know. I've been avoiding a lot of the leaks, so I'm really hoping that I'm fully surprised. I've been trying to avoid as much leaks as possible. All right, here we go. State of play.
I know you wish things were different.
Oh crap, this is not on full. It's been on full.
I wish things were different.
Ellie!
But they ain't.
Yo, I'm already feeling the emotion.
Stop.
I love Joel and Ellie's story, and knowing that Joel's in it is feeling like it's gonna get a little emotional.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want. But not at any cost.
So like a workbench or something? It kind of looked like a workbench.
I really hope you make
Glenn? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh man. Is that... Wait, is that Riley? Was that Riley right there? No.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
Am I like... I'm tingling right now. Looks so good.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands. The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful
I have
for
this
your
thing
patience,
about water in
especially
games,
now,
and the
in midst
water
of these
looks really good.
unprecedented
This is
and
probably like
challenging
PlayStation
times.
Pro.
We hope you're all taking care of yourselves, and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. They were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
Yo, this is bringing back so much memories.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, This peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice. Her journey will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored.
So I'm
in The Last of
guessing
Us.
because she lives on her own, Joel
The story
is
spans
there.
multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the
Yeah,
story
this looks
unfolds
so
in
good.
what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration
Jump.
and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives. These more open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments
That
we've
infected
ever
just
created.
walked past that lady.
Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains.
I'm glad we're getting a horse.
Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them.
Boat's gonna be cool.
However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city.
Oh no, not evil
In the
dogs.
wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory
Okay.
and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle, and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see
Yo, it's gonna be interesting with dogs and how that works in terms of trying to avoid them and if they spot you.
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
Ooh. No, don't cut off her arms. Oh, hammering. Oh.
But beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected. There are the recently infected runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game.
Oh, there's gonna be so much jump scares.
The
The
blind but extremely
clickers.
deadly clickers, and the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustules. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
I'm so scared. I hate running into infected. That just freaks me out. I hate jump scares.
Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment,
Ooh, see?
and environment to
The
your
dog.
advantage.
The dogs are gonna be the problem.
The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover. They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence. Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving
Oh,
and
that's
cause
cool.
distractions
That's cool.
to avoid detection.
Be hiding anywhere.
25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover
That's
you,
cool. I
even in
like-
grass. When
like
Ellie is
that.
overwhelmed, running away is
I
a
like
viable
being able
option.
to like shoot the bow,
You
like
can
how she
also
does
break
on her
glass
back
or crawl through tight spaces
while she's in the
to
grass.
find new
That's cool.
paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack.
Ellie is
You can use throwable
badass.
items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow. Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move.
I wonder how much time like you can buy though. Would it be like a standstill until they you let go of the hostage, or will they just
Ellie
shoot
isn't
after a
always
while?
alone
That'd
on
be
her
cool.
journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
Yes. Teamwork.
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
That's badass.
Our goal is to create unparalleled tension, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through
Interesting.
training manuals scattered throughout the environment
Interesting
and
menu.
scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system.
I was right.
Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance
Yo,
and
I'm gonna be
attributes.
spending so much
all of which are
hours on this
visualized and become
workbench.
part
I
of your
love
character.
customizing weapons.
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more. All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey. As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play
Yo,
The Last
that
of Us Part
cult
2.
is going to be
We can't wait for you to experience it all for
insanely
yourself on June 19th.
crazy. I can just see it. That lady looks crazy.
Until then, here's an extended sequence
Okay.
of never before seen gameplay. Enjoy.
Again, the water just looks so good. It looks so good. I have a thing about water. I don't know why. Just like the look of it. Ellie uses a lot of bows.
Find her yet?
Oh yeah, we did see a few scenes with her using her rifle, but
Isaac's not happy about it.
mostly stealthy,
Escape.
like The Last of Us should be, which I'm
What are they
saying.
talking about?
You're just trying to survive. You don't need to cause a ruckus. I wonder, are you guys like aggressive when you play like first-person adventure games, or are you more like to the story, trying to stay stealth because you're trying to survive, trying to play up that narrative? I play up the narrative. I like being stealth, just trying to survive, just do what I need to do to get to the mission and get out. See, this looks like there's gonna be a pop-up. No? Okay. All right. I like that whole underwater. I wonder if we'll be seeing more of that. Oh, I'm so scared of pop-ups. I thought that floating thing was gonna pop up, but
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
is that
A girl named Nora.
PSP? Avita?
Where is she?
In the hospital.
We're in the hospital.
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Ooh.
Stop.
Ruthless. Well, she didn't want to do it. The girl made her. Yo, I have that same like little freeze, like the, what do you call them, like the freezers? I have that like legit white and blue, the little where you put a cooler. I have the same cooler.
Boat's away. Word is we're almost wrapped up.
Good. I got my girl waiting for him for Bob.
You shitting me? They put you with Joe again?
Upstairs.
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. Well, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
That's our guys executing those freaks.
Hey, did you hear why we're all getting called up to the fob?
I heard that Isaac wants us
Nice
to retake all of
aiming.
downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
Oh, no way. Not after what went down last
So it's
time.
interesting you can't see
Even
the other
Isaac isn't that
person.
crazy.
Like when you're in listen mode. It only showed the person talking. I guess that makes sense, because listen mode.
Shut up. All right. Calm down.
Yo.
Charlotte! Behind her and back! Sticky tape from that way!
A 2x4. Oh, she put nails on it.
Fan out. Check the whole coast up. Someone's out there.
Okay, so you can see other people when you're in listen mode. Oh my god, the dog! No! Oh my god. I can't deal. I hate killing animals in the game. Like any game. Ooh. Nice aiming throughout this demo. You know what? I would really really like them to show when you miss the shot what happens. Because it sometimes happens, okay? You can't get them all sometimes.
Saw movement. I'll go check it out. I got you covered. Holy shit!
Why would the bomb? Why don't you just try to...
Look out! Move! Over here! Drop her now! Asshole!
Ooh. Ellie is kicking serious ass.
I found her!
Oh my god. Oh, I thought that was a dog. Not a dog. It's a person. Oh. Oh.
Damn it! Find another way off!
Okay. Ooh, the bugs on the wall. Ugh. Gives me the creeps. I'm like looking around my room. Any bugs? Those bugs again.
You, Nora?
Maybe if you post more guards, Abby would see it herself.
The fuck was Abby here?
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this...
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
That's who Ellie wants. Because she's at least so small, so you could go a lot more places too than you did with Joel, I feel.
Don't scream. Put that shit down.
So, not Riley.
You remember me? You remember me?
Wait. That... I'm confused. I don't know if that was Riley or the Nora person that they were talking about. Oh no, I'm gonna have to watch it again. I don't know. Holy man, that... Yo, that looks so good. Wow. Okay. Firstly, this looks amazing. I can't wait when the game comes out, because holy crap, the amount of like badass moves that Ellie pulls off is just insane. I remember playing the first Last of Us. Has it been like, how long? When was the first Last of Us? 2013? It's been like 7 years or something like that. But I remember playing the first Last of Us, and the story is really what got me. Everyone knows about like that first, the opening scene. So I feel like what they're gonna do, because they already revealed that, Ellie's living alone, and she's kind of created these relationships with people. She's kind of found her peace that's short-lived. So I feel like we're gonna get that tragedy within the first scene, kind of like what they did with the first game, that really captivated people and surprised people and shocked them. I mean, it's Naughty Dog, so the narrative's going to be hopefully really, really good. Again, I have not seen any of the leaks, and I don't want to see any of the leaks because I want to go into this completely blind and just want to see how Joel plays into this, because if Ellie's living alone, I'm guessing Joel's not living in that community. So how does he come back into the picture, or is is it just all in her mind, previous memories of her and Joel? But it did say, like, it picks up Joel and Ellie's story. I don't know. I don't know where Joel fits into this, so I'm really curious on this. The game mechanics look really cool. The whole stealth aspect, I like that it's not complete stealth. Some games, when they have, like, hiding in grass, it's like the AI gets really, really stupid, where they'll walk to the high grass you're in, and then they'll just stop, look over you, and then just walk away. So I do like that added challenge of, even if you're hiding in grass or in stealthy areas, that you will have, people looking for you after a certain amount of time. So it's not going to encourage you to stay in those places. It's going to kind of force you to move and feel that unease of having to actually be mobile in really tense situations. So I'm so excited to, and again, the water looks good. I don't have a PlayStation Pro though, so I have a regular PlayStation. I'm hoping the water looks great on that too. But anyways, I am super excited for The Last of Us Part 2. I can't wait to, do I want to see more? I don't know if I want to see more of The Last of Us Part 2. I just want to play it now. I just want to play the game. I want to play it, maybe try to avoid killing dogs. I wonder, maybe I'll be able to go through the game without any killing of animals, because that rabbit scene from the first game still haunts me to this day. But enough about that. I just want to play the game, and I can't wait to see it. Let me know what play it. Let me know what you guys think about The Last of Us Part 2, what we saw here in the state of play, and also if you'll be picking up the game as well. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.